We all know that nursing profession is an advocacy in the care of individuals, families, communities, and populations. The profession advocates education, prevention, collaboration, coordination of care, and adheres to a high standard of care. It is inevitable in this profession to have some challenges and breakdowns like we do. They may be our modern day heroes, but it doesn't spare them from the reality of life. Good day, fellow nursing students, viewers, clinical instructors, and all here present today. As we present our case entitled Coping Mechanism of Nurses in Overcoming Workplace Challenges, we aim to educate, empower, impart to you knowledges that would bring enlightenment and broader information about how these nurses overcome the workplace challenges. Allow me to introduce to you my fellow researchers in the conduct of this study. Yours truly, Therese Cordova, Ramoncito Cua, Jerlyn Guine Esteves, Clark Harvey Felicilda, Kay Julian Flores, and Sheen Lanado.
Workplace challenges are common in the nursing profession and are still being experienced by nurses even to this day. These challenges can affect the nurse's physical well-being, emotional, and mental health, and subsequently affects the delivery of quality patient care. However, with coping mechanisms, it helped reduce the effects of workplace challenges on the nurse's health and supported them to reduce errors and malpractices. This study aimed to discover the factors that contribute to workplace challenges and the nurses' coping mechanism in Bacolod City Health Office and Barangay Health Centers. This study was done to help nurses cope with the challenges that comes with the profession, for the health institutions to address workplace challenges, and lastly, to raise awareness on the importance of overall health of our nurses, as it takes a healthy nurse to provide equally holistic patient care. For the statement of the problem, first, what is the demographic profile of the nurses in terms of age, sex, and area of assignment? Second, what are the workplace challenges being experienced by the nurses? Third, what are the coping mechanisms used to overcome these workplace challenges? Fourth, is there a significant relationship between workplace challenges and nurses when they are grouped according to age, sex, and area of assignment?
For the research design, the study utilized a quantitative descriptive approach to gather the data. Survey research method was used to identify and answer the coping mechanism of nurses under Bacolod City Health Office Negros Occidental in overcoming their workplace challenges. A total of 50 nurses working in Bacolod City Health Office and Bacolod Barangay Health Center were chosen as the participants of the study. A non-probability convenience sampling was applied for data collection. They were chosen based on their area of assignment, availability, and willingness to take part in the study.
For the instrument, the design of instrument is a modified standardized questionnaire. In utilizing the Gooden's case, it was validated by the College of Nursing School counselors and the two of the nursing instructors and critiqued by the research instructor and research panels. The score is 3.63, which interpreted to very good and is valid. The instrument was pretest, not covered in the study, and about 15 nurses participated and answered the questionnaire. To test the reliability of the study, a Cronbach alpha test was used. The result showed a Cronbach alpha of 0.917, which means the research instrument is reliable.
So for the results, the four tables consisting the data from the results of the study are as follows. So first, the participants' demographic profile, age, sex, and the area of assignment. Second, the workplace challenges experienced by the nurses. Third, coping mechanisms used in overcoming workplace challenges. And the fourth, the relationships between workplace challenges when they are grouped according to age, sex, and the area of assignment. So for the first table, it shows here a pie chart and a bar graph of the demographic profile of the nurses. So according to the results we gathered from the participants, most of the participants belong to the adulthood ages 31 to 35, which is 34%. And for the sex, females consist of 66% and male consists of 34%. Next is the workplace challenges of the nurses. So according to the data we gathered from the participants, the highest percentage of the challenges comes from the breaking down of computers with 20.93%. And going further to the lowest percentage of the challenges, it comes from the disagreement concerning the treatment of a patient and lack of opportunity to talk openly with others personnel with 2.33%. Next is the coping mechanisms used by the nurses in overcoming workplace challenges. So majority of the participants spend more time with their friends to relieve stress, which is 17.78%. And going further to the least used coping mechanisms is, according to our participants, was avoided overthinking and tried forgetting the problems that caused stress, which is 2.54%. And for the last table is the significant relationships between workplace challenges and nurses when they are grouped according to the demographic profile, age, sex, and the area of assignment. So for this table, the chi-square of independence was used, and it represents that there were no significant differences between the workplace challenges and nurses when they are grouped according to age, sex, and area of assignment.
For the conclusion, nursing is a profession that requires complicated priorities to foster quality care for the clients. With the responsibilities faced by nurses, they develop their coping mechanisms in dealing with different challenging priorities. In Bacolod City Health Office and Bacolod City Health Centers, most were female and of mature ages, capable of making discerning commitments. They consider computer breakdown profoundly challenging because modern problems require a new approach with the rapid changes in our society, diversity, and technology. With the challenges faced by the nurses, having leisure time with friends and doing personal activities help them alleviate their stress. Nurses can adapt and cope with the challenges regarding their profile as it shows no significant relationship. A positive attitude and the willingness to adapt to change help nurses deal with any circumstances and demanding priorities. It delivers a significant impact to nursing education in meeting the competencies and serve as awareness for future nurses to overcome workplace challenges. Nonetheless, becoming a competent nurse requires to be flexible and adaptable to any setting in facing our modern society. Prioritize every future nurse's mental and physical health as it takes a healthy nurse to provide equally holistic patient care.
For the recommendations, it's for the nurses to find their own ways to cope up with their workplace challenges, since individuals have their own coping strategies in different stimuli. Next is for the BCHO and Bacolod Health Center to form a support group or assistance for the nurses to help them in dealing with stress. Another is for BCHO Information Technology to provide nurses with less workload if the computer breaks down. Next is for DOH to take into consideration in having a bigger budget to hire more nurses so that they can have a lesser workload. Lastly, for future researchers to include a wide range of hospitals or centers for a wider study.
And with that, we know attention spans of such length are rare in our generation today. Indeed, the researchers can thank you enough for giving this time to allow us to educate and enlighten you all with our study. As this wraps up our study, we hope we have imparted information that enlightened you all to appreciate more and give grasp about how these nurses overcome the workplace challenges. Thank you, stay safe, and have a good day.